Protei, the open hardware oil-spill cleaning selling robots.
The worst environmental catastrophe in US history just happened here, in the Gulf of Mexico. But there are oil spills all around, all the time.
To clean the BP Deepwater Horizon oil spill, they used all sorts of expensive technologies, but altogether, only 3% of the oil was skimmed from the surface, exposing the health of cleaners. We think we can do better, cheaper.
Conventional oil skimmers basically trace clean paths in the sea of oil. Oil moves downwind following surface currents, so the best way to capture it is to move upwind. One layer of oil-absorbing material is okay, but consecutive layers collect more oil.
Protei uses the wind to power an unmanned sailing robot that pulls a long, absorbing boom tail, sailing upwind autonomously without exposing the health of human beings on board.
A normal sailboat loses steering and pulling power when it pulls a long, heavy load. What we tried was moving the steering to the front. We hacked a little remote-controlled boat, and it worked.
We had great control and speed, and using a very little rudder at the front, we were able to steer a very long and heavy tail at the back.
The problem is, when you go upwind, every time you turn, you face the wind for a moment. When you face the wind, you no longer have pulling power, so you lose control. We made an articulated sailboat, Protei 2, flexible, it moves like an animal.
When it tacks upwind, it's able to catch wind from both sides. This means that it never loses pulling power and can pull a long, heavy tail.
Protei may be the first sailing boat in history that can do this, inaugurating an entirely new family in ocean robotics.
Now we want to build Protei cheap and make it very powerful and safe. So we made a large inflatable version, Protei number 3. Because it's very light and it has a very small footprint in the water while having a large sail surface, it has a great pulling power.
Protei 5. We made a version packed with electronics and sensors on board that will avoid collision, sense wind and direction and power.
The next step is to build at full scale, to test Protei in real conditions.
We are working together on the design and engineering of a green revolutionary technology. Work with us!
So far, the Protei team has built and tested 5 prototypes, getting better each time. Protei is being developed as open hardware, so anyone can use, modify, or distribute our technology for free.
Oil spills are happening all the time everywhere in the world. In many places, people don't have the technology to address the spills yet. We need technology that people can adapt to their needs and resources.
Protei is being developed collaboratively to be inexpensive and easy to manufacture from well-established, efficient techniques.
If we have many Protei, a fleet of Protei could work automatically as a swarm or be remotely controlled by online gamers.
Beyond oil spills, Protei would be suitable for collecting plastic debris in the ocean and for many other ocean research applications.
We are confident that this open hardware technology will contribute to ocean study and cleaning.
Please, help us build our next Protei prototypes.
Visit protei.org to learn more.